Anyway, should we get on to this game?
Game? Oh, yeah.
So welcome to Level Up TV, hosted at levelupyourgame.net, with me, Disrepute, and my good friend Vor. It's going to be Four Kings versus Sitto in the
What competition's this?
in the clan base Euro Cup. It's a quarter-final, Vor.
When are they going to play their Champions League game?
Well, the Champions League game is between Neutralizers and EK to see who meets action in the final.
What?
Yeah.
Have we missed some games?
Yeah, we did.
I thought 4K were going to play Sitto.
Yeah, but they did it on like Thursday, and I think it was out at the time.
What happened?
Sitto won 2-0.
What?
So there you go. I mean, that might perhaps give us some indication of how these two teams will perform against each other. Four Kings were stating, of course, they hadn't played for a while because they played some casual game called 003.
Oh dear, that game is dire.
Let's have a look
That
at
was my most anticipated game of like the last 10 years, and it crushed me.
the lineups. Four Kings, Vision, Krissa, Sparty, and DK. And for Sitto, we've got Dimitri, Medixa, Q50, and Zyrinx. Any comments about those two teams?
Well, it's the teams we're expecting to see, aren't we, normally, from these two?
Yeah. I think so.
Impressive.
And first map's going to be Grim Dungeons. This is Four Kings map pick. I didn't see Sitto's map pick. Just scrolling up there, I couldn't see it either. So maybe they haven't said it.
Maybe they picked it before they voted this. I was about thinking about that, this.
Yeah. So, I mean, Grim Dungeons, apparently it was like a one frag game in the Champions League on this map.
Pretty close then.
Yes. Who is going to be your favourite team to take this map?
Well, if they lost 2-0 in the Champions League, I'm going to say they're going to bounce back and at least take this map, so... Hopefully they've learned from whatever costs them a game in the Champions League, because, you know, this is historically a very strong map for Four Kings. So I'm thinking they'll have gone away and looked at what costs them. Although they probably didn't, because they're probably busy with 003.
So you think Four Kings? I think Four Kings will probably take this as well. I mean, it was only a one frag game. I don't think Sitto's very strong on this map particularly. I think if you're going to play Sitto, this is probably the best map you could select to play against them.
Yeah, maybe.
They're pretty strong on every other map though, so you might be in trouble actually winning the match.
Not like they're bad at this map.
No, exactly.
Yeah, I'd agree, it's not their strongest.
Following Sparty off the start and just missed. No, he did get a rocket launcher actually. He's going to take out Zyrinx pretty comfortably. Looks like Four Kings getting the early position in this red room, although I'm not sure they actually picked up the red armor. Going to see both teams try and duke it out to take control of that red room initially, but be surprised if one of the teams doesn't start thinking about controlling the quad at this point. 30 seconds in, of course the power-up could spawn. Sparty getting the frag on the player who was waiting for that red. Q50 now grabs himself that armor item, has a rocket launcher and a rail dropping down to the battle suit. Could be in a good position, just got to be careful of the railer. And Dimitri moving around, just securing that one. Q50 taking an easy pick up of the battlesuit in the end. And there's the quad moving through. It's in the hands of DK. A lot of shaft damage there on Q50. But Q50's done a hell of a lot of damage actually with the rocket launcher to all of Four Kings there. That's brilliant play by Q50. Eventually going down there, but DK's only left with 7 health for.
Yeah, it's an interesting competition between the first two power-ups. I thought DK actually did pretty well to come out on top of that one. Although it doesn't really seem like it's won them the room. It seems like Sitto maybe had the better spawns. And they seem to have reinforced the room a lot quicker than Four Kings were able to.
Following DK at the moment, he's just trying to move in with a shotgun now. Takes that Dimitri though, took so much shaft damage. Only got 2 health there, palming off his weapons to teammates though. He'll want one back now. He's picked up that 50. Zyrinx just machine gunning him down, but he's going to be taken out by Krista. So a lot of combat over the control of this red room at the moment, but Four Kings are in an excellent defensive position.
I think they've just come out well on top now. I think sitto maybe took too much of a chance looking to move back in. I think it's given up more frags than they needed to.
Chris are doing an excellent job. You see, only 30 health still, and look, he can just push them back because they have no idea really what his health is, and he has the right weaponry. This is sometimes players, they don't really think about it, that you can still defend an area if you're clever and careful with it, even on low health, especially on this map.
Yeah, for sure, because obviously a map like this, it's very good defensive positions around corners that, you know, even if you've got 20 or so health like Chris had, you know, you just use the corner and, you know, they could push you and maybe kill you, but if they're going to do that, they're still going to take, you know, a direct rocket or some heavy rockets to the face.
Chris is just having to back off there. Is going to be power-ups in a second. Looks like both teams going to settle for either power-up here. There's a quad coming through with Dimitri, 75 armor on the board, lightning gun in hand. He's just going to move through, takes out DK. The battlesuit did go for the red, so he should be pretty strong. Vision taking a lot of LG damage from the quad, and then a rocket. Just blew himself up there, Dimitri, pretty much. Vision still alive with this battlesuit. He's got 2 frags on the board at the moment, 50 odd health. He's got a lightning gun rocket launcher. Just going to try and keep control of this red room, although it looks like his teammates have moved out, maybe taking control of the yellows. Actually going to cycle round and see what they're doing. Chris is just picking up the red there. Sparty goes down underground, missed out on that yellow. DK just moving back to the red now, so maybe they just got one pickup up a yellow. It looked like DK maybe, or the lightning.
Well, Chris at the moment is really well positioned to be able to move into this lower area and do some damage. You know, he's got the weapons, he's got armor, but wow, that's
look
nice.
at that LG damage from Dimitri. You would never expect an LGer to come out on top in that position.
No, I mean, he hit really nice LG in that situation, and he absolutely had to, because yeah, Chris, you know, had the stack, had the items, the weapons, sorry, that he needed, and it's really important by Dimitri to pick up that kill, because, you know, you'd have expected Chris to maybe come out on top in that situation, and then there'd be some serious pressure on sitto in that part of the map.
Yeah, we've got like 40 seconds till the next power. It's Dimitri down at the battlesuit already, maybe looking for an ambush kill. He has a little bit of armor, nothing too much to get excited about, though. So probably just going to see both teams sit out again and wait for the next power-up. Zyrinx stacking up for this quad. He has got a lightning gun, full clip of ammo now. Full amount of armor, just going to count down a little bit. He has got the grenades. Although Medics are going to move in and block off that doorway, it looks like, with a rocket launcher. Let's cycle around, have a look at 4K. Then good defensive positions for the battlesuit. Maybe DK's going to take this one if he gets a rocket launcher. Or, well, they got lots of different options, though Dimitri has moved in there, easily dispatched by DK. Here's the quad pick up by Zyrinx. He did take a rail shot as he went through. Chris there is a double stack red, in fact. Oh my god, he's actually run out of rockets. Where's that quad then? Actually, the quad has gone the rail route, so battlesuit is in a defensive position, spots the quad.
It's difficult for Zyrinx.
Oh my god, that's a brilliant combo kill there. Like Chris is just knocking him with the rocket and then taking him out with the rail at distance. Battlesuit securing this red armor area again. And they're going to play it safe again. Not going to push it out.
Well, they have the 10 frag lead, so they don't need to do anything rash. You know, there's no point taking a huge risk, looking to move out, get more frags when you've got a 10 frag lead. Now just make sure you hold what you've got. Don't let the other team back into the game.
And what did Chris just do? What we saw he tried to do before, which is drop down, take that lower yellow.
Yeah, but there was no risk involved because, you know, he wasn't met like he was earlier by Dimitri or anyone else. So, you know, he's not going up against anyone in a good position.
Oh my god, brilliant. Perfect rocket. He's actually got the ammo from that drop rocket as well. If you ever want to watch a player see how to play TDM, it's got to be Chris. Did miss out on the yellow, but I mean he's damaged the guy that took it effectively, so they're getting nothing from that lower yellow.
Yeah, I think Chris would have liked to have picked up that frag then. He missed some easy rails there and would have liked to just add to his score and put even more pressure on sitto. This is nice though.
Look at this. It's effectively 3 lower yellows in a row that sitto have got nothing from. Chris got 2 of them and damaged the other guy who took the third, so They've only been working with one yellow, so they should be out-armoured by 4Kings.
Well, they'll probably still have someone stat for the quad, but the rest of the team will have almost nothing to work with.
Cycle around them quickly. Q50 has nothing. Zyrinx has 150 armour with this quad now. Lightning gun in hand. He's also got a rail gun. Chris has not got double stack of red, though, with the battle suit. Here's the quad coming through. Direct rocket from Chrissa. Goes for the rail shot, misses it. Quad's still just around this corner.
Surprised he's been so passive. I mean, that direct rocket he hit should have been followed up and would have been killed.
And he's pinned Zyrinx back there with some brilliant rocket play, and the quad is eliminated. And Chrissa, will he push this time? Looks like a teammate's already there. As they retain control, let's cycle round. Q50's drop down to the battlesuit area. Zyrinx getting a lower yellow. Dimitri going aggressive on DK, who had pushed out. Presumably DK just took the previous upper yellow, and maybe the lightning gun. So again, Sitto missing out on key items if they're controlling this side of the map.
Yeah, things are looking really good for 4Kings at the moment. I mean, on the previous power-ups, they had a lead of about 10, and they've expanded that to a lead of 20 plus now, so they are playing brilliantly. Although, you know, as you say, they're not going really that aggressive to get the kills. You know, they're just playing a safe game, but it's very solid, and you know that lead is slowly expanding.
Yeah, we look
and
at
we've
that.
seen maybe Chris has had the opportunities to push out, be more aggressive, but you know he hasn't really needed to because they've picked up steady frags without that aggressive, risky play.
If we look at it now, all of the 4Kings players have got positive nets there. 14 reds to 3, and look, 8 to 25 in terms of the yellows. And everybody on the Sitto team a negative net. Of course, it's a bit more difficult to consider nets on this map because it depends on the position you play, and it's a lot more than any other map, I'd say.
This lower area though for Sitto, I mean this lower area is completely out of control for them for the last 2 or 3 minutes. I mean, you'd always say that it's the quad and the upper yellow that's the more important area to keep control of, but you know it's very dangerous to just let this lower yellow keep going.
Dimitri is in this lower yellow area. He's got 70 armor. He's waiting on this lower yellow to pick it up as well. Now 120 armor on the board. Got a lightning gun which he's hitting 40% with. Looks like he might be the guy to pick up this quad up in 10 seconds. Although that was a double rail shot. Took out one of the Sitto players, injured another. They're not in a great position, are they, Sitto? At the moment, here's this quad. They're delaying it. Interesting. DK not the smoothest of rocket jumps out there. Not going to be able to
Has
get
he
in.
realised that the quad has not been picked up? Because he really needs to be forcing the pickup here.
Well,
I don't think they realise.
Here's the quad pickup, this time by Dimitri. Going to pick up the upper yellow.
He just has to wait a few seconds and that battlesuit will be expired.
Decides to go in against it. Oh, it must have done a lot of damage. Switched around to DK, who has run out on though. Switch back to the quad. Dimitri moving through now. He has taken some rail damage. Going to get the frag. This is actually a good manoeuvre. It's worked out well.
Well, yeah, it has worked out, but I still think he should have waited until suit expired. He could have waited until suit expired and still had 14 seconds of quad. You know, it was very risky to push round.
The most dangerous area to push, especially when you've got a lightning gun as well.
Yeah.
I mean, if he'd been taken out there, that would have been a catastrophic failure.
Exactly. I mean, it might sound harsh after it worked, but you know, had he actually not succeeded in that push, you know, it would have been an absolute waste.
But it did work, so that's put 4Kings maybe on the back foot for the next minute or so as we follow Chris going up the bounce pad. Does get the rocket frag. Almost hits another great rocket. If he does take a bit of damage, and step back off himself. So 4Kings on the yellow side of the map. Sparty not got too much. DK has already got a chunk of armor, presumably from this upper yellow, which will be up again in a second. Vision not too much either. So yeah, 4Kings really on the back foot here. Let's cycle around.
Yeah, and we're 20 seconds away from suit, and of course that suit is going to have ample time to be able to make it to the quad.
It's going to be very important. We see Zyrinx and Q50 got nice amounts of armor. Dimitri in support. Midixu in a good defensive position on this railgun, so not looking too bad at the moment. DK coming in from behind. Q50's got the battlesuit. Needs to be knocked off. He's not. And he's going to take the lower route, is he? Oh, very nice rockets from Q50. Excellent play here. Could do with a little bit of support just to make sure he gets this. This is Sitto on the comeback trail here, though.
It is. Good play from them, Q50 in particular.
He's got 3 breaks. Six picking up that balance here though. Now just 17 seconds of quad remaining. Oh, look at that rocket. It's going for the rail shot. He's not really...
Well, it's very dangerous, isn't it, to push in. And I know he's got shotgun, but when he doesn't have the health, you know, a rocket around the corner would easily take him out.
Well, he's taking the route to the railgun area. And now this lower yellow, it's up in 5 seconds, might want to wait for it. It's a nice rocket he just caught. King's player with. He's going to have to back off though, just being pushed away from it all.
Nice dodging though.
Oh, that's pretty.
He is eventually taken out, but you know, they had to commit players down there to take him out. I don't imagine anything would have happened up top, but still good play from Q50.
Unfortunately, spawned from as well there. Sparty gets some more rail shots in, hitting 62% rail at the moment, because we've seen the dominant rail of Sparty on this map before. It gets knocked off, but Dimitri actually takes him out and then confiscates that rail away, so he didn't just void it. Battlesuit will be up in 30 seconds, so both teams going to have to start thinking about how they're going to attack it or defend it.
Yeah, I mean, with this time difference, it's going to be the same every time. You're going to see the suit taken, and it's going to have all the time in the world to get to quad, and it's going to make contesting that suit pretty much essential.
Chriso is there, up on the perch already. He does a fair bit of damage to Dimitri, at least. Cycle around Medixa. He's securing this railgun point as 4 Kings come in, but their attack is... Well, DK's managed to steal it, and now it's just a rush for the quad. Let's switch around and see if anybody's at the quad area. Well, it looks like Chris is going to get there. Dimitri's already there with the lightning gun pickup. And Chriso needs his teammates to get up here. Looks like Sitto are just going to secure this anyway. They got all the weapons. As Q50 picks up the quad again, needs the ammo for the lightning gun, which he does actually manage to gather in. Despite putting the trick in there. 2 frags on the board, going to get a third straight away. Maybe all 4. Well, all 4 Kings players gone down. It's only a 4 frag margin between the 2 teams now, and considering it's 25 odd frags difference, this is a massive turnaround. And all down to the kind of tactical play that we're used to seeing 4 Kings do. Look at that, Vision taking out the quad, just kind of rushing at him.
Well, grenade launcher took him out. Important frag as well. I mean, there's still possibly... I don't know, actually, I was going to say they were still maybe at a disadvantage, but they have regained position at the red. They do have some weapons.
Yeah, it sort of equalised the game, this passage of play there, and it's really now this next power-up is going to decide who is in this prime position for the next few minutes. Zyrink's picking up that red, and so they got 26.
I have to say, it looks like Sitto do look the stronger team at the moment still.
I mean, they're sort of doing... I think 4 Kings are probably doing the right thing here, rushing the red. They can't afford to let Sitto get in a strong position. They need to make sure somebody's on the other side of the map getting some armor stacked and ready to move in for that battlesuit, though, ideally. But keeping the pressure on Sitto, don't let any of them really get too armoured up. Don't get them get a solid lock in position. Following Dimitri, who has dropped down to the battlesuit area already. His teammate follows him, Zyrinx. He had taken a lot of damage from a shaft player. Cycle around a little bit. Medix has just gone down. Q50's not got too much at all. Switch around. DK's only got 13 health. Defending from above. Here's the battlesuit coming up. Sparty picks it up. That was good play by 4 Kings, as I said.
Really nice by Sparty as well.
He does pick up the red armor. He's not going to rush to the quad. Could this be a mistake? Well, it's quad pickup for Zyrinx there.
Yeah, and he only has to wait it out again. If he just waits until his time is on 15, then that suit will have been gone.
There's the battlesuit going aggressive on him, and he kind of needs to as well, but Zyrinx can get around the back of him now. Oh my god, Chriso takes out the quad in the air. The battlesuit
it's a big kill.
Has gone down or expired anyway.
Expired, as I said. I mean, it was going to expire when the quad reached 15, which is why, you know, I thought Zyrinx maybe wouldn't have looked to fight the suit until that happened.
That delay on quad is something we really don't see too often nowadays, though. Teams just don't want to risk it, and it's really paid off so well for Sitto at the moment. God, this penultimate power-up is really going to be important. If you get a very good power-up run, say the battlesuit, and you take that quad as well on this penultimate power, you're going to set yourself up for the final power-ups as well. But at the moment, you say it's about 50-50, Vor?
Yeah, I would, because neither team has taken that chance to totally lock this game up and win it. Sitto have had their chance twice now with power-ups to totally dominate the game. It's just each time they have the quad and the suit expires, they've looked to go too aggressive. And we saw Dimitri look to fight the suit, when it was about to expire. I mean, there's no need to do that. And Xyrix kind of did the same thing.
Following Xyrix at the moment, 15 seconds before the battlesuit spawns, he's going to pick up the final red before that. Takes a lot of LG damage in the back, so he got 30 health, 40 armor, and he was going to be the tanked player for it. Still might get it here, though he's been taken out. Four Kings moving in, it's been grabbed by Chrissa. He's actually been boosted across, although it's gone down. Let's switch around, see if anybody's at the quad. Well, Xyrix has got it. Well, this area he has, he's waiting on the lightning gun. Is it going to spawn anytime soon? We don't know. It is, there you go, and there's the quad for Xyrix. Four Kings just couldn't get there in time, it seemed.
No, and this yellow's coming up for him, so he's going to be looking pretty good. No suit to worry about, and he should be able to do a good job for his team at red now.
Look at this. Four Kings have to be wary. They can't give away a lot of frags.
3 kills.
They really can't afford to give away a lot of frags here. It's only 3 in the end, though. Or 4 frags on the run. But 4 frag difference now in favour of Sitto. They've really turned this one around. That's what I love about this map. So close, and we go into his final 2 minutes and it really could go either way, and it's going to be down to this last power-up player, really, isn't it?
Well, if you can get a battle suit on this last power-up, if you can get the suit and you can keep it alive, get it to quad, then either team can still win this.
Xyrix has 200 armor. He has a rocket launcher shotgun. We're staying with him. 30 seconds before the battle.
Yeah, even though this armor's going to tick down to about 160 before the power up, it's still the right thing, really, not to waste it. They're ahead at the moment. They don't need to push. What they need to make sure is that someone strong like Xyrix has this battle suit, and that's a nice kill. Although he has taken quite a bit of damage.
That damage is taken, that defending the power pickup. I mean, that's at least 2 players who shouldn't be in the right area there, because Chris has been pushed back. He can just about drop in and maybe take it out. No, Q50 was aware and gets the rail frag. Q50 now with the battlesuit. Red won't be up, but he's got 9 seconds to get to battlesuit in what would probably take about 4 seconds. Just being pushed back, though. I don't know why he's gone so defensive, but there you go, the quad is taken out.
In the end. Yeah.
All his teammates supporting him as well there. It's a really nice team play by Sitto. He's got 4 frags on this battlesuit run.
Yeah, and he's secured the victory here. And I have to say, pretty nice comeback from Sitto.
Yeah,
and Four Kings are going to wonder, how they threw his lead away. I mean, talked earlier about maybe being a bit defensive at times when they could have gone more aggressive, and maybe they should have played more aggressive at the beginning and really taken advantage of the situation, the advantage they had at the time, and built a bigger frag lead.
Yeah, I mean, if we go back to the days when they used to have Zik and Verb, they would be ridiculously aggressive at the start. Build up.
Yeah, you'd have probably seen a game like this. They'd have probably taken a 60 frag lead or something at the beginning if they'd have played, the kind of way they used to play with that lineup. I know it's a different lineup now, of course, so things are different. But I just perhaps didn't take advantage of their good start.